I think that Kahoot in the classroom would be a great source for kids to learn new things. So we can see things. I've created one that is for numbers. They have a lot of different resources you can use on here. Math, science, general knowledge. We can look up things such as early childhood, and they have a Kahoots we can do on there. We can see emotional development. They have a bunch on just early childhood. They also have courses for kids. They have Kids Kahoot, which I think would be really nice to use. Kids would enjoy doing those things and learning about different areas. We can also go to Padlet. I really think that Padlet is a great source for classes and other things. So I made this one. This is just an example. So this is called brainstorming board. So children or kids can come on here and you can put whatever kind of topic you want, and then they can come on here and post and kind of add in their own sense and what they think about the topic. So my topic was, what is the best candy? So kids can go in there and see other children's posts. It's easy. We can go to the bottom. You can add a video. You can add links. All of those things. You can draw. You can write on there and say what you think. I think that Padlet is a great tool to use in the classroom too. The blogs that I found. So the blogs that I found for Padlet, this is 30 ways we can use it for students and teachers. It kind of tells us about Padlet, how to use it, and then ways we can use it in the classroom. So brainstorming for topics, like live questions, get students work, portfolios, and exit tickets. One down here is icebreakers, end of the school year, give a compliment, graduation time. I thought that these were great ways for students to use Padlet. Another blog that I found was 20 ways that students can use Padlet in the classroom. So we can see all of these sections and all of these things that they can use. I think that this would be a great start for them, and they can see where all of the items that they can use on here are. I think that using those would probably be for upper ages. I think that Padlet probably would be for older children, probably second and up, just because younger kids won't understand how to use it. I think that Kahoot could probably be used for younger children too. I would probably say second above too, just because they have to read, they have to understand what's going on it. I think that we can use these blogs and these Kahoot and Padlet in the classroom, so we're not giving out so many paper options, or when students are gone they can still connect and still do their homework from home. So I think the ISTE standard that I was meeting, or that I think that these meet, were empowering learners through Kahoot, and Padlet could be a global collaborator. They have numerous areas where they can meet these. In our areas of Nebraska standards, I had a hard time finding these, but I think that I found the right ones. So MO1 would be math. So we can see that children through Kahoot, if you're using a number Kahoot, they could meet these areas. So the one that I used on there for meeting that area was accurately counts quantities of objects up to 10 using 1-to-1 correspondence. You can also use compares groups of 5 objects. I thought that was a good one. For Padlet, I thought that we used the area of social emotional, so it develops awareness and sense of self. I thought that they would be meeting this standard by contributing to group discussions and expressing own thoughts and ideas. I thought that really helped through Padlet, because they are able to go in and express themselves through these post and allowing others to see their thoughts, and they can also make it their own post and how they want to see it. So I did make a Padlet, which we saw earlier. So that was just this one. So it's that brainstorming board, or I have created this one. So we could start off the class with this one. It's two things you enjoy and one thing you maybe don't. The Kahoot, like I said, I made one that's about me, and I also made numbers for kids. So this would just be going over which number. So this one is just which number is bigger, or which number is the biggest. So we can go here and find these. This one's a puzzle game, so they put these numbers together or put them biggest to smallest. They ID the next letter or the next number. The next one is a true or false. 5 is bigger than 10. The next one would be put the numbers in order again. This one would be 10 is smaller than 15, so it's another true or false. What number is less than 5? So this one has numerous answers. What number is this? And then a bonus question at the end just for some fun. What animal is this? Like I said, I think when creating my Padlet, I made it for, we can go to Padlet and go to Recents. We can go to Make. So this one says I made my quota, but you can go on here and you can make brainstorming boards, book reports, bookmarks. There's a bunch of different things that you can make on here. So you just click on one. I'll go back to the ones that I've made. So if I want to change this, I go to my settings. What is the best candy? You can change your wallpaper and put your description. You can change your wallpaper, the color scheme, all of those things. I think that this would be a great activity when we are first starting school, just for kids to have an icebreaker and possibly see what peers like and what peers don't like. When you make a Kahoot, you can make your Kahoot by going here and hitting create. In this one, you can have the generators, but you can also make your own. So you make a Kahoot and you can type your question. What is this number? And then you would put your numbers in. You could add your picture just for some extra help. I think Kahoot would be really helpful in the classroom for younger kids who are learning numbers. You could start with lower numbers and higher numbers as you get through the school year. But I think that Kahoot and Padlet are probably one of the two resources that students and teachers could enjoy using and make it easier in the classroom to learn and have less paper copies or less handouts. Your homework can all be done in one spot. I think that those are great resources to use for children.